Hello! I hope you enjoyed that artsier intro than usual. Trying out some things artistically. So anyway, I wanted to share with you something I did over this weekend. I did some blackout poetry with some watercolor paints. So it's translucent more than my usual Sharpie, black Sharpie. Yeah, I've been really loving this kind of coral orangey color. I did some watercolor swatches and had some fun with watercolor blobs earlier last week, and so I kind of carried that over into some blackout poetry this weekend. Recently I've been reading a lot more poetry than usual. I read Night Sky with Exit Wounds by Ocean Vuong, and I also read Milk and Honey just recently, and now I'm reading The Sun and Her Flowers? The Sun and Its Flowers? I don't remember. Anyway, so I've been reading some poetry recently. I really recommend Night Sky with Exit Wounds. That's some primo shits. And it kind of inspired me to get back into making blackout poetry, because I really love exploring the words that are on the page already and kind of gathering an idea from something that's already there. Otherwise, I have to go into a shower with the purpose of thinking about what I would want to write about poetry-wise, which, man, I don't like thinking that much in showers. So it's nice to have something to start with. And then I've also been wanting to do a little bit more collaging and incorporate collage back into not a daily habit, but just something more regular, because it's something that I used to do really frequently and I really enjoy it. It's kind of like quilting but with paper. So it's in my alleyway, I guess. Is that a saying? I don't know, man. But yeah, I was really feeling these ripped edges, and having a border with these colorful walls. Yeah, so with these little blocks that I cut out of this IKEA catalog, the theme of the piece was about storage, which is kind of a little bit of a reflection on that. Oh, this is Clover. She's so cute, isn't she? She's so fucking red in the sun. Anyway, KonMari method, or whatever, and just the Netflix series with Marie Kondo. Shit, is that her name? And kind of whole minimalism, organization stuff. And this is kind of dude, fuck it. It's harder than it's worth. Which I don't know if that's real or valid in any way, but that's what I came up with on this one. It has that kind of angsty tone with that, or whatever. So, yeah. But there's some drawers and shelves and shit. So, I mean, the theme of the spread in the IKEA catalog was also storage, so it's not that far off. So if you have KonMari in your house or watch that Netflix series, I'm pretty curious. Did it change your life? How did it change your life? Do you have less shit now? And then this is from a newspaper. I hoard a lot of shit that I think I could use for blackout poetry or for collaging. So this is one of those things. I also hoarded the IKEA catalog. So yeah, this like newsprint absorbed the watercolor a lot faster than the kind of glossier magazine paper, which I think would be expected. But anyway, I had to make a lot more paint to cover this area, and I did get a little bit messy because it's a little bit hard to control. I always kind of fuck up whenever I'm using Sharpie or anything too, because I'm just a little bit messy, I guess. So anyway, I try to make it a little bit more clear later by outlining things in boxes so that it's like really clear what I intend to look at. And then I also doodled some wine glasses. Well, a wine glass and a wine bottle. I know wine bottles are usually green, but I wanted to keep it in the color palette. So this one is kind of about alcoholism, I guess. I don't think you can really get that from just the poem itself without the doodles and the collage type thing that goes on the other side. So the other one was very much like, okay, that's about having stuff. This one is a little bit less clear without some context clues. And yeah, I flipped to a page that had a bunch of like bedding and bed stuff in the catalog and used that on the other side. I also did some stuff later that I didn't actually record. I'm not sure why. I think I just forgot to, or thought I was and wasn't. But I had some like paint splatters, and then I regretted adding the paint splatters because they looked really bad. So I kind of tried to cover them up. I tried to make them look a little bit better, and it was just like getting worse and worse. So when you see it in here before the final product, it looks, I think, better than what the final product looks like. But anyway, I added some like goblets or chalices from, I get these religious catalogs. It's called a tome. And I got them because I ordered a painting of Jesus playing horseshoes once, and then they just like got the address from that and started sending stuff. So I have a bunch of these religious catalogs that I cut out things from, and for this one I cut out some chalices. Oh yeah, and this weekend was just fucking beautiful. It was really nice out on the one day. So the final products: storage, odds and ends, clutter. It's easier, or whatever. Why is thinking about consequences important? They are too young to go between the bed and her. Not all of us can jump, scattered, a wonderful thing from time to time.